Okay, here we are, part 3 of our vision boarding. Janet, I'm gonna make you a host just in case, co-host, just in case you need to jump in or do something. Keep me on track and, keep me out of trouble over here. And I would like to, oh yay, Jenny for the first time is coming in, woohoo! Hello. Hi, Jenny. Couldn't make it the first 2 times.
Hi. I made it this time.
You made it this time. This is fabulous. Just remind me, like, send you maybe the. Did I send you the recordings? No, I don't think so. Right?
You did.
Oh,
And I'll be honest, I haven't. Yeah, I will take a look though because I am curious.
It's no problem at all. And we're also recording tonight because Mindy's daughter Sarah cannot be on, and Mindy wasn't able to attend last week, but I recorded and sent it to her so she was able to use it and work on her board. So I am very grateful for everybody. So this is it, part 3. What I would like to do is I had permission from all of you to put your boards into a slideshow, and I'd love for us to go through them, and each person, and Kim, I'm going to put you on a spot. You're number 1. You're the first one on there. And anything you would like to share about the board, about the experience, maybe an aha moment. And if you want to just be like, oh, that's my board, I'm really excited about it, that's it, that's fine too. You do not have to explain in depth or in super detail. But from my own experience, I know once you make one, and I'm sure Janet can attest to that, you want to share, you're proud, and a lot of things that you probably didn't think about while you were, when you started showing up for this workshop, it's sometimes life-changing, and it's beautiful to share that with people so we can all cheer you on. After that, I'd like to give you a super short survey to try to do, just answer a couple questions for me. And then I'd like to see, like, do you already have some steps in place, any ideas? Because I know one of you, and I'm not going to say who it is, already said that they are already taking steps, already have ideas on how to make certain things happen. So that would be it for today. And with that, I will put up the sharing the screen. And Kim, you are up first. I just have to figure out how to move everybody again so I can actually present this. And if anybody has questions, pop them in the chat or ask while we're going along. And then Kim, since this is yours, you'll have to like unmute yourself.
Okay.
That was number 1, was it? Yes?
It is.
Okay. I was like, I think that was the number 1.
You did good. So it started with 4 words. I split the board into 4 sections, and it was breath and time. Thinking.
Hold on one second. Can everybody see? Everybody can see the board? Yes. Now, if everybody is in the picture and they're kind of in the way, sorry, I should have said that. You can click on the top of the black bar where you see everybody, and you can make people smaller, so you only see one person.
Okay.
You can make it into a rolling kind of a thing, or the whole grid. And if you grab onto it on the black bar and you take your mouse and you drag it, you can drag the whole thing over to your left, so it's out of the way and you can actually see the board. Because for me, it was a little bit, all of you guys were in the way, so I kind of like grabbed onto the top black bar with my mouse and just dragged you into the left corner so it's not in the way. I should have said that before. Everybody good with that? Okay. All right. Kim, I am so sorry. Please start again. It started with 4 words. I
divided my board into 4 sections in my mind. The top left was the word breath, and that represented taking time each day to be a little more mindful. And the bottom left of time, looking at time as a form of wealth for travel and family time and mental time and the space that time can create in my life. Then the top right was the concept of space and just finding more room in my heart to be more spiritual, more aware. And ring ring for me is the definition of wealth. Spending time on the bike path, time in a canoe, time without a watch. And it really came together very powerfully for me. It's something I can reflect on in the morning and spend a few minutes each day coming back to. When things get a little stressful or work is a little chaotic, I really try to bring myself back to the board. And it helps me to focus on what's really important. And I found online the concept of sharpen the saw, which is sort of filling your cup, or what is your song, or what's something that's important to you. And with your help and guidance, I really had a lot of fun with this, and I learned a lot about myself too.
Oh, this is fantastic. I love it. And enough is definitely a word that is on mine. On mine. This
The
is
concept of being satisfied.
absolutely. Do you mind sharing, where do you put it for yourself? Where do you have the board so you can see it? Do you have a specific spot, or do you, it looks like it's
Right outside the bathroom. So every morning on my way in, on my way out to the closet to pick something to wear, on my way out to work, it's in a prominent spot in my life.
Excellent. Wow. Thank you so much for sharing it. I keep looking at it. I mean, I've looked at it like 3 times already. And I love, like, you know, pictures and then lots of words. It's very, it's, you know, it's unique, and that's what every single one of them is, you know. So thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
Okay, Mindy, it is your turn. You'll have to unmute yourself. Sometimes takes a second. Hold on, I can ask you.
There we go.
Oh, there we go. Perfect.
Oh, yes. So, first of all, I loved the idea of doing it in a frame, because now I'll have it out, and I'm putting it in my closet. And when I did the vision board, I needed it to be really simple. And what I wanted to do is find more time in my day, since I'm going to be going back and I'm really enjoying my free time at home. So I felt like I wanted to be very focused, and then I'm going to make another one that is my real long-term vision, but I want more time. I want to find time in every day. I have started meditation, so I want to continue that. And that just reminds me that I have to meditate with my app every day. I need to start using my calendar more, so that is on there.
Mark your calendar.
Mark your calendar. I want to wake up happier, so looking at this when I walk into my closet will just kind of focus me. I want to continue to eat well, very easy. I do want to be greener, which I'm pretty green, but because of COVID, you know, we've been using this hand sanitizer and all these, you know, wipes, and I really am getting far away from all of that. I'm just trying to bring, you know, greener, healthier items into my cleaning routine. I don't even know what I said. That's about it.
No,
just
that's
eating
great.
healthy.
That's great. And I love that yours is a board for the kind of now. What can I do now? And I think that is even more, not more powerful, but it's very powerful, because if you're focusing on the now, the future will also be aligned in a more positive way. And there is nothing against, you know, creating another one for like the long-term range.
Yeah,
for sure.
I definitely want to do
both.
that, because I had that size for the frames I have are 8x10s. So I really felt like enough I could have put more stuff. Enough is enough, because I wouldn't be able to like really read it.
Yes. So you want it next to, like, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like this is the beginning of a series,
Right.
Yes.
you know?
Beginning of a
This is the
series. I
first
like
one.
that.
Absolutely. But yeah, I'm really excited. Thank you so much. Love it.
I absolutely love it too. And there was something else I was going to say, and now it'll come back to me later. But picture frame is a great idea, because then you can hang it on the wall. It's easy, you know, it's accessible, and it doesn't have to be overwhelming. It doesn't have to have a lot of things on there. You know, sometimes less is more, because like you said, you know, you can totally focus on it. And it's bothering me now what I was going to say, but anywho, it will come back. Okay.
And if you want a larger picture frame, this is a trick my mother did with collages. You go to a garage sale and you buy somebody's old, beautifully framed but ugly oil painting, and just paste everything on top of it.
Oh my God, that's
Love that.
a great idea.
So now you have this big frame that you pay $1 or $2 for.
Right.
Oh, I love it. That is
Yeah.
awesome. I love that idea. Yeah, gotta go. And it's upcycling, right? It's recycling.
And it's
You're not buying
upcycling.
something new. Perfect. And now, thank you, Kay, for speaking, because all I remember was what I was going to say. Now, just a suggestion. Take a picture of your board, put it on your phone in a favorites folder or in a vision board folder or somewhere where you can see it, access it really easily. And then, second step, take set yourself an alarm at least once a day, and set, I don't know, 7 o'clock at night or whenever you think you will maybe have time. Set yourself an alarm, and the alarm can say, focus on your vision or vision board or vision or breathe or whatever it is, and it will remind you, because if you have your phone with you and the alarm goes off, the picture is right there, so you don't have to be in your closet, you don't have to be in your car. Our phones are often with us. I sometimes even put them as a background on my phone, so every time, when there's a message like, oh yeah, there's my vision board, and you'll see little glimpses. Just an idea, just a tip. So I'm glad it came back to me. So thanks, Kay, for speaking up. Okay, thank you, Mindy.
Thank you.
Barbara, yours is next. We'll have to unmute you.
Really don't have, oh, sorry.
Oh, I got it. No, I got you.
This is still very internal.
That's
A
perfect.
lot of thought went into it. And I know what's there, but I would have trouble doing what previous people have. They've done such good justice to their boards that I don't think I can.
Whoa, no way, no way.
No,
I'm not going to let you go
I
there.
love all your sunflowers.
I know, I see all the sunflowers. That was the
Yeah.
first thing. I was like, yes, she has all the sunflowers that make her happy and that bring
Yes, they do.
joy and sun and light into your life. That's perfect.
I feel like when I see your board, Barbara, that it's a lot of things that you want to do internally for yourself,
Yes.
and not necessarily something like it. I don't get that you're looking for, more money or even travel. You're just looking for balance within yourself and to feel the energy within yourself. And, that's how I get this board, that it's really about inside and your physical and mental being.
That is correct. And I wish I could have said it, but you've done it beautifully. So we'll leave it at that. Thank you.
Beautiful. And I was smiling. I was grinning actually ear to ear when you had sent it to me, because the first thing I saw were the sunflowers. I'm like, I know those are her favorites, and they will bring you sunshine every day.
I love that in the middle, the quote, keep your face to the sunshine, you cannot see the shadows and what the sunflowers do. I love that.
Mm-hmm.
I have
powerful.
a friend who in the summer somewhere else plants sunflowers just for me. And I watch them throughout the day,
Yeah.
burn with the sun.
Yeah.
That's a cool friend. That's a cool
Yes.
Thank you so much for sharing.
Thank you.
Okay, who's next? Kay, you are next, if you'd like to share.
Well, these are sort of the things that are important to me, and in a way they're also what I'm looking for in the future. The first part up in the left corner is I'm from St. Louis, and my siblings are all over the country. So we see each other very often. We try to have a sisters trip every other year.
Oh, cool.
Of course, we did not get to have it. It had to be canceled. So hopefully I get to see them again soon. The right corner is my family, my children, my grandchildren. My grandchildren are in Utah, so I don't see them very often either. So again, that's what the on the road again is to get back to seeing people. On the sort of center left is my fiance and I at different places, and we are hoping to be able to go to Spain for a few months a year.
Oh,
And then
I'll come. I'll be with you.
I keep looking at apartments in Costa del Sol, Cadiz, or San
Oh
Luis.
gosh, that's beautiful there.
And then that lower right is kind of more futuristic. The little group of women is my last reunion. My next college reunion, 50 years, is coming up in a couple of years. The Love It or List It is, you know, a play on one of those homes.
Yes, one of those TV shows. Yep, exactly.
And it's my house, and I am trying to decide if I should, and I actually had somebody come over and give me an estimate on replacing windows, which was way out of mine. If I should fix it up and stay, or fix it up and leave, or just try to leave anyway.
Yeah, I hear
Well, now it's
you.
on your vision board, so it'll become more clear.
Right. And actually somebody called me, a realtor is coming next week to give me a rough idea even before I unclutter everything.
That's great.
Yeah.
But uncluttering is a good idea no matter what. It feels good.
When someone moves in with you and brings all of their things as well, though, it kind of
Oh, yeah.
doubles everything you have around.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And, you know, I eventually in the next couple of years need a new car, a new computer, and my big dream is to take a riverboat cruise on probably the Danube. But I
do now. Yeah,
to come with me.
that must be stunning. I mean, I grew up in Germany, but that is on my list as well because, like, you know, you stop at all these different cities and they're all so old and have so much history that it's, yes, that is a great, you know, now it's on there. Now the universe has an opportunity to figure it out for you. So
That's right.
now you have to just say, remember how I said, how can I? Instead of I can't afford it, you know, or I don't know, you know, how can I figure out what to do about the house? You know, how can I move forward into a better future? How can I change my career? How can I get healthier? You know, all these things. It's amazing what one little switch in questioning makes a huge difference. So thank you so much.
Okay.
I love it. I love the flowers in the background. It's a fun.
A little busy.
You're a scrapbooker. You have some scrapbooking
Yes,
things.
that's where a lot of those things were my
On
leftovers.
the road again, the little map. I have some of those same stickers.
Oh, okay.
It's
Yeah,
a scrapbooking collection. Yep.
Hey, but that's
Yeah.
smart. You have it.
Oh, it's
You should use
beautiful.
it, right? Okay, Mary, your turn.
Now I do everything on.
So my board, as I was saying last week, I had, oh gosh, this started maybe a month or so ago. I watched an online concert and I came out feeling just totally bereft about my lack of connection to other people in my music making. I mean, I think I told you I'd been every day since quarantine started, I record and post a song on Facebook. And so I was keeping my music alive that way. I've been continuing to take my voice lessons by Zoom. But I was just feeling really bereft and disconnected and just inconsolable. And I wrote this really plaintive Facebook post. It was myself lying on the floor in a pile of music that I was trying to organize and just saying all these things about how disconnected I felt. And my friend Karen, who I've known for 40 years and we've made music together for church at 40 years, she said, you know, I have this balcony and I have a piano in the room right next to the balcony, and I could be in the house and I could play the piano in the house and you could stand outside the window on the balcony and we could wear our masks and we could make music and I think it would be safe. And I said, yeah, and let's have a concert with all the people down on your lawn spaced out and wearing masks. Yeah. So we started working on this concept, and we'd had one rehearsal, and I was going back, I think, to the second rehearsal when we had our first workshop. And then it just occurred to me, you know, I had done the whole, you know, gone through all the process that we did the first workshop, you know, what am I going to talk about? And I was thinking, all right, maybe am I looking at my professional career nursing? Am I looking at my singing career and maybe taking it a step further? Am I looking at health? I didn't know what I was doing, but when I met with her and we sang together the first time and we talked about this program we wanted to do, I realized what I wanted my board to do was to celebrate our friendship and our 40-year collaboration and the specific project collaboration. So this board is really almost an advertisement for what we have planned. We have a program of music. We both come from church music backgrounds, and that's where we met and where most of our musical connection is. And she's a pianist and organist and has written a lot of music, some specifically for me and some other singers we know, some for the congregations that she works with and specific liturgies and church events that they've had. So she calls her home Lilyhaven. It's partly based on the lilies, and I don't know if you can see, I have
we see them.
the board behind me. So there are lilies from her yard on the board.
Yep.
And then Lilyhaven Lyceum. We said, what's another word for concert? And we came up with Lyceum, and it rhymed, it had nice alliteration.
Yeah.
And I call it Music from the Balcony, 40 Years of Friendship and Faith. And her home is so welcoming, and a lot of it celebrates this relationship with her and this space, this lovely, lovely space we're going to perform at. So her home, she has welcome signs. So she has this little city lot. It's actually a certified wildlife habitat because she has all the things that go into having a certified wildlife habitat. And
wow,
there's us together, and some of the program of music that we're going to do, a lot of it's her original songs. And then, aside for her and aside for me with our bios, and then, the middle for our collaboration together. So this just,
so different. It's like, celebrating your friendship, what you love to do. Like I said, I am so amazed because there is no right or wrong answer. And you can absolutely use this as advertisement. So you have
well, yeah, so there's a little gap here, and we've come up with a date, so the date can go in the little gap. We're going to do it in October. I may live stream it. I'm hopefully I'll live stream it on Facebook, as well as have
that'd be
a limited number of guests.
Yeah.
I used to do a lot of display type boards when I worked in nonprofits, and we would have events. So I just drew on a lot of the techniques, the collage type techniques I used for that.
That's beautiful. It's beautiful. Now I'm going to actually stop for 1 second, the sharing, because I'm going to put Anna on the spot. I know you haven't finished yours, and that's totally cool, but would you like to share, because yours is also very, very different from everybody else's, and I know you mentioned a little bit last time. So if you don't mind.
Okay. No, I don't.
For somebody else,
So fair warning, there's a curse in it, but that's
well, I'm sure we've heard it.
It's a sticker. So let's see. Okay.
Okay, now if you guys, you can click on speaker view in the upper right corner. It says gallery view or speaker view. If you click on speaker view, and when Anna starts speaking, it should make your thing bigger. Okay.
I think, maybe.
Oh, did it?
It isn't. It's not doing it for me. It's kind of hard to see. One moment. I'm just gonna do gallery view. It's cool. Okay. It's really hard to see because it's all in pencil right now, but this is my board. So I have 4 sayings on here. So okay. So this one maybe says soft and strong. Ooh. So that's a reminder that I'm not trying to be thin. I'm trying to get stronger. So my workout goal is not to lose weight. It's to be strong enough to carry my husband bridal style around the house. Right? Good
I
goal.
love it.
So I don't obsess over numbers, because I have done that before. So I have little tiny, this is if you've heard of Good Omens, there's a TV show about that. This is a zero fail, so he's the angel, and he's a chubby boy, and I love him. I have this really cool bug sticker that my friend sent me, which I love because it's really pretty, but it's also a bug, so it's like, which is how I feel about myself most days.
Okay. That is so funny.
Right? And then over here in this corner, maybe? Okay, that one's
Yeah,
really
a little
light.
bit. Yep.
So this one says, be the watcher, not the leaf, which needs a bit of context. So, one of the things that so I went to therapy for a very long time. One of the things they told you in therapy, because I have a mood disorder, is like when things are getting really bad, just step back and don't be the leaf, just like being carried along by your emotions, just be the person watching, right? So that's a good reminder for that.
Powerful.
This is the one in Times New Roman. I'm super proud of it. Yeah. I have Every Day's a Victory. So
I love that.
Which is a reminder that, even if I am high functioning, I'm not lying when I say I have a mental disorder, which is a reminder for myself, not anyone else, because that happens sometimes. I'm like, well, I'm okay. It's like, no, take your meds. Take your meds. I have this sticker, which another one of my friends sent me, which is a reminder to myself to, like, it's not my job to make people comfortable about my mental illness. Right?
Their story,
I need to do what I need to do, and if that makes you comfortable, like, you can go. And then finally, I have, which is like the I can't speak today. This is like the summary of it, which
cumulative.
Yeah, that one. The mind protects the meat suit, which it's a bit hard to read because it's very smudgy. Because, like, sure, it's really good to be, like, physically healthy and stuff like that, but you got to work on this bit first. This bit controls all the other bits.
That is
you're a brain in a meat suit.
Oh my gosh.
So it's, when I'm feeling down about that, it's like, you got to work on your brain first. Like, I've spent the last like 10 years working on the brain stuff.
Absolutely.
So yeah.
Wow, thank you so much. And
you're welcome. I'm sorry you couldn't see it very well.
No, we could. Yes, the art, I couldn't do that. I'm like, there's no way. Like, I was thinking for a hot second, there was a word on mine, and I'll show you mine in a second, actually. I couldn't find the word. I looked everywhere. I looked in catalogs. I looked in books. And then I just cut up every single letter from other words and made it. It took a long time. And the funny thing is, the word is surrender. I was like, I thought it was hysterical.
Nice.
So I'm going to show you mine real quick, and then we'll do there's mine. Ooh. So all of you have absolutely inspired me to create a new board for myself, and I could talk for an hour about this. What I'm going to say is that it is very different from all the boards I have created in the past. I've been doing this now for 7 years, almost 7 years. And I do one at least once a year. And I made one in January, and it's more like an inspiration board. And after this whole COVID and all the things that I've been through these past 5 months, a lot of things have happened, and I needed a different vision. What I created this time, it may look a little selfish. And again, it's your board. It's what you want it to be. It's what, when you see in the top, it says the word passionate, and passion is nothing more than energy. Okay. So if you're thinking about, like, what am I passionate about? I can't find my passion. I don't know what I should do with my life. I'm not passionate about anything. The only thing it is energy. So you asking yourself, what gives me energy? What makes me jump out of bed, right? Mary, like, for you, obviously it's music and it's faith and it's friendship, right? So when you're starting to ask yourself, what gives me energy every day? That's where your passion is going to lie. This one is all about me, and I've never really done that. And it kind of goes along with what Anna just said, that if your mind is in the right place, everything else will fall into place. And for me, not being able to go to Germany this summer, not being able to see my family was a big one for me. I'm in Germany every summer for at least 6 weeks. And this didn't happen this year. So this board is all about me and the things I can control in order to create more time, and I heard that from numerous people, for my future. So I don't know if you see this, but down here in the middle on the bottom that's my vision boarding business, okay? And it is called Create Tomorrow Today, because too many people say, tomorrow I'll do that. Tomorrow I'll start the exercise. And Janet and I, we've been, in the
I talked about, are you next weeking it, live the other day about, we constantly do that. We say, I'll start Monday. I'll start next week. I'll start
tonight. I'll start, right?
And I talked about that. Like, don't do that to yourself. Get started now.
Absolutely. And that was for me when I thought about how should I name this, helping people get unstuck and helping people to create a vision for themselves. People are like, a vision? I don't need a vision. Yes, you do, because then you will be able to take action steps. So for me, Create Tomorrow Today was the perfect name for my business. And I put that on here. I want to be a visionary for more people because it has helped me and all the people I've helped in the past so much that I want to spread that. And this gives me energy. And I have no idea how I got this line on here. Sorry. Apparently I drew a red line on my board. And then it's just like all the different things, like fearless success. I was always a little bit afraid of success. Me being fit and laughing and being, I can do anything that I put my mind to. It has a lot of things. There's a little
Cecilia,
here.
I'm so sorry. I put the line. I was trying to say something and I'm on my phone and I can't.
Oh, you did that. Oh.
My internet service, so I'm going to try to erase it. But I wanted to say one thing about the passion, because like everybody's like, well, what's your passion? And I was listening to a great podcast, and it wasn't to find your passion, because not everybody is passionate about things, and it's finding your curiosity. What are you curious about, and going with curiosity.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, and I've always done photography. When I was younger in high school, I took classes, but I started that back up because I wasn't passionate. I didn't want to be a photographer, but I was like more curious about learning more, and then it became a passion. So yeah.
That is a great opportunity for all of us to figure out, right? What are you curious about? And then start asking questions and start looking into the things, right? I love it. I love it. I love it. I got to get back to you guys. Now, this is a perfect segue, I think. Jenny, I hope you.
I just wanted to say I like the part on the board with the can't do it, and you have the scissors, and I just pondered that for a long time. It's like, wonder why she's cutting that out, and then it's like, oh, no.
Well, because we say it so often, I can't. Yeah. I can't. So
take away that.
How can I? And I stopped sharing, but for me, there's also I love words. I love language. I love talking and writing. So for me, there is every board I make, I put the same stuff in different places as a reminder. So everything is usually on there at least 2 or 3 times. So I have no idea how, but I would like, and I'm putting it out there so you guys hear it, I would love to write a book. I have no idea what. I don't know if it's going to be about coaching. I don't know if it's going to be about my journey. I don't know if it's going to be a fiction novel. I have no idea. I just know I want to write a book. So here it is out there in the world.
Let's get started.
I know, right? Now I have to write every day. Now I am posting a Google Forms, a link right now. I put that in the comments. What I would love for you to do now, because I know as soon as this is over, life takes over and things happen. So it's short and sweet. if you can click on it right now, and I'll give everybody, I don't know, 5 or 6 minutes to go through the questions and just give me a little bit of feedback. It's super important for me to know, may I use your vision board as an example for other people? May I use the things that you've written to me or said, like, you know, contact information. It's not, I think it's like 6 questions or something like that. So if you don't mind, I'm gonna like zip it. Maybe I'll put some music. I'd love to give you like 5 minutes, if you don't mind, to give me feedback and let me know that the link actually works. Mindy, I don't know for you on the phone, but it should even work from the phone. I'm not sure. Oh, I can't hear you.
I will try. If not,
Okay.
I'll do it at another time for you. But
Yeah.
yes to everything.
Awesome. I'm just gonna set
That's easy.
right. Let's set a timer. See if I can find some music.
Where are we finding the link?
Oh, it's in the chat. I put it
Okay.
on the chat. Sorry, Kay. I should have said that. I'm gonna put some classical music.
You know, Cecilia, I found this great magazine about all the different parks in the United States, which is, it's a thing that I want to do all the national parks in the United States. And I found a whole magazine about it.
Wow.
And I was like,
Isn't that funny how the universe delivers, huh? You need to retire soon, girl, so we can do all this stuff.
I was talking about that today. Talking about that today. My friend said, please stay. I said, I don't know if I can. So the thing is, how can I retire this year?
Exactly, girl.
How can
I love it. You've hung out with me for many years.
How can I do it? So.
Okay, let's give everybody a minute to answer.
Did you tell them where you are?
I'm at the beach.
Yeah, Cecilia's at the beach.
I could take this business anywhere. I love it. I'm in Rhode Island, actually.
So yeah, look, America's national parks. And in it, it tells you so much about each one.
I wouldn't cut that apart. I would just, that's your vision book.
I'm going to actually get another one, and I'm going to cut one up and keep one. So. You like the violin?
No. Give me the good, the bad, and the ugly, okay? As honest as you possibly can, please. Bless you.
Oh, I'm still on. Sorry. I'm still on voice. I'm sorry.
Oh, doesn't matter. Bless you.
Okay. Thank you. And I'm able to do the link too.
Awesome.
On my phone.
I know. Like I was thinking, I figured out how to do Google Forms on my phone and Google Slides. The whole slideshow I created on my phone thanks to Janet. She's like, you can do it from your phone. I can.
Oh, that's awesome.
I don't even have to bring my laptop with me anymore.
Yeah, I've realized that I don't have to do Zoom meetings in front of a computer anymore.
Nope. But sometimes on your phone, it's a little harder because you swipe. You don't see everybody the same. Sorry, Vivaldi.
Well, yeah, you can't see people, right?
Well, or you draw pictures on other people's boards.
Right, exactly. And you can't erase them because you don't know what you did.
These are so funny. One more minute.
Well, I filled it in and it said it can't reach that page. So I'll try again.
Oh, it says it can't reach. Has anybody submitted it yet? Maybe I made it wrong. Shoot, that would be just my luck.
I was able to
mine.
submit.
Yeah.
I
I'm
submitted.
trying
Wait,
again.
you submitted?
I submitted.
Oh, okay. Let me see.
Just me.
Yeah. I have 4 people.
Did mine come through?
No.
I'll try again.
I have Anna, Mary, Kim, Mindy, and Barbara. Oh, there's the timer. I love this. I don't listen to classical music very often, but I love that one.
I enjoy watching Kim's fan.
Oh.
Very soothing, right? Like,
Yeah.
hey, is it working for you now or no? Let me see if I can. No, it still says 5. Well, oh, maybe I'll have to figure it out later. I don't know. I'm not worried about it right now, but okay. Now, I don't want to drag this out. However, has any of you thought about one action step to take to make one of the things on your board come true? I mean, Janet just said, national parks, so she has a magazine now, right? So she's going to investigate that. Kim has her hand up. Kim, what about you?
I'm going to come up with a side hustle.
Nice. I love it. You and I have been talking for, I love all the stuff you're sending me. I know that's already going to be helpful just for
Because
mine.
that's the way to make that vision board come to life.
I love it. Amazing. Janet, what kind of classes do you have on? Is that your summer look? Is that the beach look or?
I think talking about it more, so I'm doing another vision board for the future. I have a daily one because I feel like I'm able to see it and do it. But talking about my vision to my husband.
Oh, that's great. Incorporating people you
Yeah,
love
like
with.
this is what we're gonna do. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Love it, love it, love it. That is great. Oh, and thank you, Mary. I saw your link. I checked out a couple of your videos already. So if you guys want to copy that and check her out on, I'm going to try to, I can also put it in an email to everybody.
And sometimes it's hard to talk to people about your vision, especially if it's a really big vision. And there's oftentimes people who, maybe not naysayers, but just they don't have as big a vision perhaps, and they have a difficult time wrapping their heads around the idea that even if it's on your vision board, it could be far reaching and maybe it's going to change. But some people, that conversation can be hard if it doesn't align with the people that you're speaking to. So was it you, Kim, who said you're going to, oh no, Mindy, was it you who said you're going to share that with your husband? Yeah. So that's good. And then maybe he'll be able to add to his own vision, or a vision, the two of you together.
Yeah, and they're very doable and things we've talked about, but maybe kind of making them actually happen.
Yeah, and now saying, this is what I really want to do, and then taking the steps to go do those things. Like, I really want to travel, and I want to do all the national parks. Obviously, that's going to take a long time, but because that's what I want to do, I can start putting action steps in place for how I'm going to do that. How am I going to do that? Am I going to do it, am I going to do a 2-week trip and get this done? And then, when I have more time, do another one. Or am I going to, wait until I retire and do them all, Right. I don't think I'm waiting though. I'm not waiting till I retire.
No, I hear you. We had talked about, I just want to go out west. I really want to get an RV. And then he started saying, well, why don't we just get a van and put a bed in there and to kind of make it doable?
Well, that's less cost, right? Exactly. So, and that's, I think, Mindy, that's a great thing. I would highly recommend talk to somebody you trust. Like Janet and I, we're best friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like she knows my visions and she buys into them, and by us talking together, she'll be like, oh, why don't you try this? Or have you
Right.
thought of that? So, finding people in your tribe that can support you, because even if you just talk it out, what
Yeah.
you would like to do, having somebody else be like, oh, it's amazing what, every person is different. So
Right.
we can come up with something like your husband said, right? Well, it's just,
Right.
me and my friend, they had bought one of those old Volkswagen
Right.
things, and they had a mattress in there, and they drove all over
Yeah, because we realized that the RVs don't get into places that are the most gorgeous.
Right. See?
Yeah.
You're already problem solving.
And RVs are very expensive to run. They're really difficult to drive at times.
Mhm.
So a van, you could drive anywhere, and
Right.
you can occasionally stay in a hotel
Yeah.
for a little more comfort, but you can then go to stay in campgrounds. It's inexpensive.
Exactly.
You could probably rent a tent site for, $10 a night, $15 a night,
Exactly. Yeah, we're just getting older for the tent sites that we've gone to, so we realized we can just park our van there and then have a place to sleep and be in the most gorgeous place. But you can't do that with an RV,
Right.
So, yeah, thank you.
Well, that's good information for me too.
See, there you go, Janet.
I have a place
don't
for
forget-
you.
Pickup truck.
I'll
And don't
email it to
forget,
you.
when you're both off visiting all the national parks, after you turn 62, get a lifetime senior pass. Then you get in for free.
Oh, I'll be 62 in June. I'm all about that.
I think they charge for it now. When I got it, they were free, but I think now you have to pay. But it's a lifetime.
It's
That's
worth it.
awesome. Thank you.
You're already saving money there, Janet. I can tell. And
I
then
got my art card.
and then you need a tour guide to go along with you so you don't get lost.
I might have to bring my friends.
Yeah, like her name is Cecilia. But I don't know how fast I can retire. But my side hustles, I have two businesses.
But you can do the summer with me.
Yes, that's true. That's true. Very true. Anna, I love your comment. It is so important that you make you a priority, mentally, physically, all of the above. And thank you for sharing that with us. I think that is super, super, super powerful.
And you know what, Anna? We all have mental work to do. Every single one of us. There's not one person that I know that can say, I'm 100% all good, don't need any work, don't need to change a thing. So whatever it is,
There are some stable geniuses who believe that.
Exactly. People that believe that are what you got
call. But the thing is too, like something I've been working on for years, watch what you're saying to yourself. You would never talk to your best friend the way you talk to yourself. I'm too fat. I'm too skinny. I'm not tall enough. Like, I'm not smart enough. I'm like not pretty enough. I'm not successful enough. I'm like, whatever you're telling yourself, it's bull crap. Sorry. And you have to realize that you're doing it, because that's the only way that you can change it. Because a lot of times we're not aware of all the stuff that is going over and over and over and over in our heads. So every time, like, really try to be mindful and realize, like, whoa, stop. This is a yucky thought.
And then turn it into, and Anna, you did turn it into something good. You said, I want to be strong. You're not talking about being thin. I want to be strong.
That's
and
powerful.
Whether that means you lose weight or you don't lose weight, it doesn't matter, because strength is something that anybody can have. And
Exactly.
it's much more valuable than thin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And like, I know what my family looks like. I might never be a size 2, and that's okay. If I can pick my husband up, that's gonna be great.
I mean, honestly, because like when I was in my 20s, I probably weighed less than I do now, but I was never, ever, ever as strong as I am now, as far as my physical capacity. So, I had to take that whole number on the scale kind of out of the equation and think about fitness in a different way. The number on the scale has been, you know, something that
Talked about that. Yeah,
has been the worst thing for society, really.
absolutely.
I highly recommend belly dancing.
Oh my gosh, I took a class once. It was hysterical. And everybody
Did that
was
in
so serious.
college.
I was laughing the whole time. It was so fun.
That was so fun.
It's so fun. And everybody was so
That is
serious, trying to do it the
So-
right way.
You know, it's very female centered. It's my belly dancing teacher I used to take class with, she would say it's about being comfortable in your own skin.
Oh, absolutely.
And she described how people would come to class covered up in layers and socks and sweatpants, and as they became comfortable with themselves in the class, the layers started to come off until they were down to recognizing their body as beautiful in whatever shape it was. And there were people who were quite robust, and there were people who were tiny, and there were people, you know, all kinds of ways.
And we are. Now, one last thing, and then I will be done. Do not put a timestamp on your vision. I probably said that every single time, and probably more than once, and I'm going to say it again. Okay? Say until. Okay? I'm going to, I don't know, work on being stronger until I can pick up my husband. That doesn't have to be in 6 months. It could be in 18 months. By giving yourself grace, and please, please, please. So no timestamp.
Exactly.
Okay.
Are you going to bench press him? How are you going
I just tried to pick my son up.
Not like bridal carry, you know?
I am like across the
Yeah.
threshold.
Yes,
You don't know what your husband looks like, so we have no frame of reference there.
that's fine.
Yeah, so please.
Indulge me a second. There's a story that one of the priests that I used to go to church with would say periodically, that there was a medieval city. It was under siege, and the walls were going to come down, and the attacking army said, you know, agreed that they would let the women come out, and they agreed they would let the women come out, and they could carry whatever they could carry on their backs, their most prized possession, they could carry it out with them. And then
Oh my God, I
in the
know.
morning, they opened the gates and they let the women out, and every one of them came out carrying their husband on their back.
Wow. Yes. Woo. That's a cool story. Yes. And it shows that we are stronger than we sometimes think, right? We don't have to be physically strong, but when we keep minding our mind, we are stronger than we think. And this is a perfect ending, I think, for us for tonight. And all of you have my email address, probably my phone number too. I don't know if I put it in there. However, please feel free to stay in touch. I know I put it out there. I'm going to be offering these things over and over. I would love to hear your successes, because that's what gives me energy. That's what gives me passion, energy to see, you know, to cheer you on. Please, please, please celebrate the little wins. It's not like, you know, like, I don't know, whatever is on your thing, you know, like just, okay, I worked out for 5 minutes today. Awesome. I meditated for 3 minutes today. Fabulous. I called my friend who I had a quarrel with, and I have no idea why I had a quarrel with. And I used to Ho'oponopono. I can never pronounce that prayer, but it's like, I forgive you. I love you. Thank you. What's the fourth one? There's another one. Just pick up the phone and, you know, call them. They're probably thinking the same thing. And if not, then at least you know, and you can leave it in the past, you know, like just, I don't know, celebrate you, because you're worth it. You're worth it. And I am super, super grateful for every single one of you. I'm going to stop the recording. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Are you putting the recording in a